All right, guys, peace and blessings. You know what? I think I'm gonna turn the monitor speakers off because I can hear the feedback in the amp. However, peace and blessings, man. Appreciate you guys coming. My name is SG1 from the Grammy Award winning team, The Peacemakers, and Music Business Tips and Music Millionaires TV. And I'm glad you guys chimed in. I like to wait oftentimes for people to come in a little bit, and I'm getting a little feedback. Let me shut myself off here so I don't have to hear it. Anyway, I usually like to wait till people get into the chat room to get started. However, this will be pre-recorded, and we got several things we're going to talk about. One being how to get people to listen to your music, and we're going to talk about and give the updates to the Hack My Beat Challenge. Who are the top three finalists, and what we're going to do when it comes to that. So, if you're interested in finding out how to get people to listen to your music and also becoming basically a known name in the internet world for your music. Stay tuned. We're gonna get started shortly. All right. Well, if we can get the daggum intro to play for some reason, I can't get the intro to play. And if we don't get it to play, that's fine as well. We'll edit it in later on. Uh, wasn't meant to have the intro play. Anyway, guys, long story short, again, my name is SG1. We want to talk about some things far as promoting your music, and the reason why I wanted to talk to you guys about the marketing of your music, because here's several things. As producers, as songwriters, as whatever you do, even engineers. If people don't know about your skill set, if people don't know who you are, they don't know what service you have to offer. They don't know about how hot the tracks are. None of it matters. So a part of the Hack My Beat challenge was actually getting you guys to go and promote the music that you sent us so that you can have people vote on and listen to your music. And a part of that aspect of it was if your music was hot, people was going to favorite it. They was going to like it. They was also going to listen to it and share it. And so we did have that happen. So in the interim of all that, again, like I told you guys in the last episode, we are about empowerment. We are about empowering you to stay in control of your music industry. And one of the things that made us who we are and the secret behind our success and why we got so many placements and why and how we end up working with Dr. Dre and artists like Sean Kingston in the game and all the other things that you guys see on our channel and the videos I've uploaded in the past couple of years is because we marketed ourselves. So it was not just about people just happen to know about the peacemakers. It was our skill set and it was also marketing. So when someone like a Dr. Dre wanted to know more about us and he Googled the peacemakers, he saw a plethora of information about us. He saw all of our song placements. He saw whom we worked with. He saw what we was doing. He got a chance to listen to music that gave him an idea of the type of music he could use us to make and produce. So, marketing yourself is the key factor behind really being successful. And of course, the first thing is what I've been teaching you guys, which is what the Music Millionaires course is about knowing your business. I cannot say this enough because many of you have mad talent, you just don't have your business together. And that's the first thing that winds up hurting people at the end of the day. It really can fuck you up. I'll be honest with you. I've seen producers have platinum production or platinum songs or placements and get no money on the back end because they didn't set up their business the proper way. They didn't know how to go about implementing contracts. They didn't understand contracts. They were signing pretty much 360 deals. They were signing the way they're publishing. They was doing all these different things and didn't know how to structure this the right way. So if you came to this channel and you subscribe because you want to know how to get your music business together, then I'm that guy that's going to teach you that. And honestly, those of you who've been with me for years now know that I was one of the very first people doing this. Now it seems like everyone wants to do it. And the only thing that I will say as a disclaimer is knowledge is universal. Learn as much as you can, but learn from people who are tangible, people who've actually been in the industry, people who have a track record, people who have a line of success, because those are the people I want to hear from. Those are the people I want to learn from. I'm not going to be married 10 years to my wife and then take advice from someone who can't keep a woman. That don't make sense to me. You understand? Or a man. So when you're getting information, learn from people who have a tangible track record. Learn from someone who has your best interest in mind, not just guys who say, hey, well, I read a couple books and it sounds great. I can do this too based on book knowledge. Book knowledge only takes you so far if you don't have the experience, because these same people will get in front of someone like a Jimmy or anyone of that nature, and then freeze up and just pretty much go with the flow, as they normally say. So, with all that said, I want to talk to you guys about marketing your music and empowering yourself to marketing. And so, one of the things that I did, and I told you in the last episode, somebody was really tripping, and he being realistic about it, I can understand. You know what I mean? No, you're not looking for a handout, but at the same token, what I mean, there's always a bigger picture to paint it. And a lot of these producers, and I'll tell you, we got almost 6,000 producers, and some of them chime in for different reasons. Some of them chime in for production tips. Some of them chime in for marketing. Some of them chime in, because they're beginners and they're trying to learn the industry and they really want to know. But then there's others that are just, they go too far with trying to critique every little thing you say or do, and or don't understand. Now, again, I'm not downing anyone who's like that, but I'm just saying that, when you come to our channel is an educational process, and we're a family. Okay, I treat you guys like family because you are my family. Because I walk the street, you know what I mean, wherever I'm at, New York, California, you know what I mean. If you see me in the street, I'm tangible. I'm not one of them bougie dudes, you know what I mean, that act all posh, and you just can't put your finger on me. So it's important to me to have a real relationship with you and talk to you realistically and give you realistic examples, and empower you, man. So, one of the things, again, that is, education is the key and source, but it's also about being hands on, because as long as you are in power of your career, no one can take that away from you. That's the key, being in power in your career. And yes, you may take some, downfall. Sometimes you got to give up a little something in order to get places. You know what I mean? That's a part of the business. However, at least you'll be conscious doing it. And that's what we strive here. And this is why I put my face on here. This is not being a narcissist. You know what I mean? I don't do this because I like seeing myself online. Matter of fact, I hate seeing myself on TV. I do this because you can see me. If something goes wrong, or I gave you some bad advice, I'm that dude that's willing to put my face behind that product, or put my face behind the lessons that I'm giving you and teaching you and educating you on. You know what I mean? So you can say, yeah, I was watching you online, man, and what you said to me had me, give up, some diaper money or something. Okay, so you know, uh, that's what it's about. So before I get started, I want to do real quick, give some shout outs to those that are in the chat room. Bond Street Music, peace and blessings, coming out of Detroit, Michigan. I appreciate you tuning in. Also, Anam YMIT 33 says Central Michigan University. Michigan's also up in here. That's what's up. Michigan in the house. I got a lot of family in Michigan, a lot of tribal family that's in Michigan. So big ups to you guys. And thank you too for recognizing the publishing information and tip from the last live stream that I did, Anam YMT33. And congratulations, he says, got his EIN and it's under Still Dawn Productions, learning the business side from music business. Thank you. Thank you again, brother. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate all you guys that are watching and all you who will watch later on. All right. And at the end of this video, for those of you, stay tuned. I'm going to give you something free of charge that will help you further your career by marketing and just I'm going to give you something for free. I always try to give you guys something. So I'm going to give you something for free, and I'm going to put the link inside of the the chat. So make sure you hold on to the end of this video so that you can get that link, and I'm pretty sure it'll help you out. Now, um, what should I talk about first? Well, let's get into the whole marketing aspect of it. So as I was saying earlier, um, everything that we were and is came from marketing. Everything that we do comes from marketing. Everything that you find out comes from marketing. And one of the biggest problems that new producers, new artists, new groups have is not understanding that marketing is the key behind your success. Now, the type of marketing determines the type of people you will attract. So therefore, and I've said this, I think in a previous video I did for Machine Masters, um, not to, if you're a producer, not to market to the masses. Okay, don't spend money marketing to the masses of people, because the masses of people don't need your product or services. Whereas a producer, I mean, excuse me, an artist or a group, you may want to market to the masses, i.e., people who listen to your genre of music, because it's more beneficial to you to get spins and plays and notoriety. Whereas producers, you need to market to people who are in your genre and that they need your services. So you will be marketing to people who need music. If you are a rapper or a songwriter, you will be marketing to producers and artists. And it's just that simple when it comes to the thought process of what we're teaching. However, that is not the key behind everything. The key behind being successful is marketing in general to people who need your services. Now, how do you do that? You say. Now, matter of fact, let me back up. I was recently watching, I think it was an old Breakfast Club interview where they interviewed Fetty Wap, and I shared this to some of the team members and let them check it out. And one of the things that was so interesting about what Fetty Wap said was that he just went hard. Before Trap Queen came out, he had marketed, I think, almost 2 years. He had put out that one song for 2 years to get it hot. And what he said that he did, which was so fascinating to me, which I could relate to, was that he marketed it every day. He marketed every day on social media. I think he said he got blocked in some arenas. People would block him and things because they saw the same thing over and over again. Now, let me give you an example of why I thought that was so important. For those of you who know who I am, we come out of Tampa, Florida. So there was a radio station about 15, maybe even 20 years ago now. I keep forgetting how old I am. And it was called Wild 98.7. All right. And this is so relevant to the whole thing. Wild 98.7 was a new hip hop channel, and it was competing with AM stations at the time like WTMP, and I forgot the other one. I think it went country. Q105, I think was playing hip hop or something like that. And this is so long ago, but they converted to country. So anyway, Wild 98.7 came out, and you know what they did that grabbed people's attention? They played Wild Thing, Tone Loc's Wild Thing over and over and over and over again for almost a month straight. Can't make this up. All right. And people, and again, we're talking about marketing, okay? Marketing yourself because marketing is the key behind getting your business. But people heard that so much they thought it was a glitch to be hearing one song over and over and over again. Now, two things they did. They branded themselves because the radio station was called Wild 98.7. Wild. So they used Wild Thing, Tone Loc's Wild Thing. And of course, he was happy because he probably got mad performing rights, royalties on that. However, it's the same thought process that Fetty Wap had. And that's what I respected about the whole thing because it's the same thing that we did. You put yourself in enough blogs, vlogs, PRs, which is press release news, social media sites. You connect with all of these sites and you go hard over and over and over again. Now, again, for producers, you want to isolate where you do that at because what you want to do is you want to make sure that you concentrate your efforts on groups and social profiles of people who are artists, who are rappers, singers, or they're constantly looking for music and they're looking for some free music if possible, and you feel like you can accommodate them. But again, let's go back to what I was telling you about with Fetty Wap. So Fetty Wap, it took him 2 years for most of us to hear Trap Queen, and it became what it became. Now, what also was fascinating about what he did and what we found out about his marketing strategy was that he had achieved, I think, 129,000, maybe even I may be shorting him 100,000 because that wasn't the core behind what I grasped from it. But I did, however, hear how many streams he had. I just didn't pay attention to the exact number. But he had achieved well over 129,000 minimally views on just the audio alone on YouTube. And when you looked at the demographics of it, and you guys can Google this because I'm not making this up. When you looked at the demographics of the marketing campaign and strategy he used, it came from his local area. Mostly everything and all the views he had received was from his local area. And that's because he focused on his locale. Oftentimes, and the same thing with us, Oftentimes we want to become famous overnight, so we feel like we need to put all this efforts into make letting the world know who we are. When if we oftentimes focus on just our immediate area, you will get all the notoriety you are. Because if you have people in your immediate area, your township or wherever you live or your city supporting you, and then they're saying, "Have you heard the newest track from whoever?" You know what I mean? My example would be Vaughn Street Music or BK Banger or Nam YMT 33. You know what I mean? Have you heard him, man? He got some banging tracks. And now they're promoting you because you're from their city. You're representing their city. You're representing the talent that's coming from their immediate area. And so now they're marketing you to other people in your town, in your city, and then that becomes a viral situation where people are trying to support local musician or a local producer because you actually have talent. And that's one of the things that you must understand, that you do have to have quality product, because again, this is a business. So you must have quality product. You got to have something that's hot. You got to have something that is right along the lines of what people are hearing mainstream, even though your talent may surpass what is being played right now. You still want to give people what they're accustomed to, just better at what they're listening to. So when you do that, you get the support of your people. And oftentimes, the biggest mistakes people make is, again, trying to market to the masses versus starting where you are and then going forward. Everything that we became as the peacemakers started locally for us. When we built up a vibe, okay, locally, and we were working in Tampa, St. Pete, which was bringing in income for us, okay, because we weren't able to charge $5,000 or $10,000 or $15,000 a track, like, which eventually we were. We had to start small with people's budget. But the more we worked with the locals and they were on the radio getting placement, and we were able to tag along that and say, hey, those are our placements, and they were big up in the Peacemakers or Sly Piper for being on the vocals or something of that nature, the more notoriety it had us. So much so, there were people in the town at that time, and we knew there was a lot of people that were, in Florida that had connections, but so much so that there were people that were getting placements with major artists like the Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and things of that nature, that was like, hey, let me work with these guys, because as a producer, I have these connections. I just didn't have the talent to showcase my music. You know what I mean? Which meant that they were getting less placements unless they could find a dope hot writer to come in and write on top of it. But I brought all that up to you because that's how we got started. It wasn't just, Dr. Dre or Jaheim at the time or Sean Kingston or David Rodham or any of them guys just knew who we were. No, it was a gradual transition from our local status and becoming the local stars to becoming international and or domestic and then international stars. So as we built out from our home base core, and again, I've told you guys many times, never ashamed. I started out in the Miami bass industry. You know what I mean? Before Sly even started, doing music, I was doing Miami bass, and I had worked with artists like Two Live Crew, Devastator X, Disco Rick, Kilo, um, JT Money, it was a bunch of guys that I had worked with. You know what I mean? I was doing shows with Heavy D, Salt and Pepper, and these things like that. But I stepped away from the Miami bass era, which did nothing for me at the end of the day. It was only until we started writing and getting outside of, or I got outside of my comfort zone, that we progressed into becoming one of the most popular and used songwriting and production team in the world. And so I'm saying all to you for a reason. Start locally. Don't shit on your local area, no matter how small it is. Pretty much everybody has social media accounts. Everyone is connected social media. Everyone is a part of the Borg. Okay, that's how I like to say it. You know what I mean? For you millennials, you may not know what the Borg is, but you old heads know what the Borg is. So everyone is attached to this Borg concept and consciousness, and you never know how many of your people, your family members, your friends will or resubmit or retweet or whatever it is your material, and then start that path for you to be successful. So that's something I want you guys to really think about. And while I'm on the subject, let me tell you that a part of I think it's the yearly and the lifetime plans. We are going to help promote your Twitter accounts. We're going to help promote your SoundCloud accounts. That's all going to be a part of the Music Millionaires membership packages for those who have the Music Mogul and the Legendary packages. Again, we just didn't put it on the website because we want to get all of our eggs in the basket and make sure that we can do what we need to do. And that's the hardest part right now, which is why you're not seeing me as much. Along with the deaths in the family, we've had a lot of deaths recently in our family, and so I've been having to deal with that. Um, However, we're going to be helping promote you guys, getting you retweets, things of that nature, and we're going to be using promotion companies to do it. We've made agreements with promotion companies that we feel are capable of getting you guys promotion and retweets to those who are serious about your music business. A part of our marketing efforts is going to be um, providing you guys so many opportunities to submit music for music placements on TV and film. You know what I mean? But we're only doing it to people who are serious about their business, who have taken this music business serious. We don't want to just do this for everyone. Everyone has opportunity, even if you're talented. What we want to make sure though is that you are comprehensive of the music industry, that this is a music business, and that we don't, it don't come back to bite us in our butt later on because you didn't understand the music industry or terminologies or things of that nature. However, that's a part of what we're going to be offering with the Music Millionaires kit. I mean kit with the membership. All right. So to recap, start with your local markets. Okay, start with your local home base. Start home. All right, as far as your marketing is concerned, and that home would be Facebook, all your friends, family that you are connected to on Facebook. Um, I want to say Twitter, but really a lot of people on Twitter we really don't know them. What I mean, all these friends you have on Twitter that's following you really don't know you. But if you have a group of people that follow you on Twitter that are family friends and you have a relationship with, what I mean, business or not, that's a powerful tool. But I also want you guys to understand the difference between Facebook and Twitter. Okay, they consider Facebook to be a long-term type communication platform, meaning that you can use Facebook from the marketing standpoint, where not only do you have basically unlimited characters that you can use and you can upload and use videos and upload your music and all the different things, but it stays there. It stays there for as long as you want it to, which gives people opportunity to come back and look at it, watch it. It gives an opportunity to go viral because it's there and available. Whereas Twitter is more of a short form marketing aspect of it. And what I mean by that is tweets don't stay up long. By the time you post a tweet, depending on how many people you're following, there's 1,000 other tweets that might have been posted on timeline, or depending on how many people the people who are following you are following. Your tweet can be pushed down the rankings very quickly, depending on what's trending and what you're doing to make sure that your music is trending and or make it trend. If it trends, it has a little bit longevity. But I want you guys to think about that when it comes to the marketing aspect of understanding social media and what sites does what for you when it comes to marketing. Okay, because most people don't think about that. Twitter has a short form. It doesn't have longevity when it comes to marketing, whereas Facebook and social profiles like that does. Okay. All right. So the other aspect of this now is putting you everywhere. The core behind marketing yourself is when people Google you, when they Google Vaughn Street Music, when they Google, the Peacemakers, and they see us a part of everything from YouTube videos to controversy to Dr. Dre to Kendrick Lamar to, you name it. When people Google us and they see that, they're like, wow, these dudes are really doing their thing. And it's not even about us doing our thing. It's about seeing us so much and creating a hype. That was my job. My job was to create the hype on the Peacemakers, okay? When you create that hype and people see that there's a history on you, and they have options to listen to your music and listen to your progression and listen to how you became developed and how you developed and honed in on your skills over the past years and things of that nature. It gives more credentials to you. Okay, when these companies that are approaching us now, far as in TV shows, networks, communicating, advertisers who want to do all this advertising, they Google us. They Google the Peacemakers. They say, "Wow, these people have experience," and so it validates who you are. So now the question is, how much marketing can you do for yourself? There is never enough. And what I'm going to do for you guys at the end of this video, I'm going to put a link in super chat. And for those of you who maybe watching the pre-recorded version of this or coming back and watching this later on, I'll make sure that if you sign up to the um, the newsletter, which I'll have a link in the description, or as a matter of fact, it's in the description now. If you sign up to the newsletter, I'll send you all out a copy of this as well. And it's basically a social media tactic um, document. And what I'm doing is I'm outlining to you um, everywhere you need to have a profile at. And when I say everywhere, it's over 100 sites. Okay? Because what happens is the more relevant you are, oh, excuse me, and the more you have backlinks to websites that are relative, and also when the Google search engines and robots go and search and archive these websites, they are able to take your keywords, your website links back to your production company or your group or whatever, and then find that relevant when people are searching for certain terms. So if you're saying free beats, the more websites you're connected to, not just the major websites like BeatStars and all the other ones that are doing, or just SoundCloud or anything like that. No, not just them. You want relevant content on as many social media sites as you possibly can get. And as I told you before, the websites that Google and YouTube trust the most are the ones listed right under these videos. Go back to our video, look, and share my video. You know what I mean? But all of those links that they give you an option to share a video or share your video on YouTube is the first ones you guys should be signing up for, and you should be creating tangible, pertinent profiles. All right, that are all connected. Don't make a profile that talks about selling beats on one social media site and then talk about something completely different on the other. No, make it all relevant. Put your website links or your Facebook link or whatever it is that you're using to promote you even more, whatever that core social site that you're using to promote yourself, and then link that back to all the rest of the sites so that becomes relevant. So when people are typing in free beats or whatever the keyword that you want to use for promoting you, or wholesale beats or sounds or samples, whatever you're going to do, or songs or Drake type beats or Kendrick Lamar type beats or Kendrick Lamar type song. Because I want to make sure that I understand. I have come to understand that I have musicians and artists as well, groups that follow us. But whatever it is that you want to create relevance to in keywords, make sure you do that across the board and that it all lines up. All right. Now I'm going to be again giving you guys a link to my Google Drive, and I'm going to be giving you a link to Social Media Tactic, something that someone gave us and to share with you guys. And it's free. You know what I mean? Completely free. You don't have to pay for it at all. But it should be. I mean, it's the most valuable tool that we've seen used. And then follow through and just basically follow, because it's just a template. You know what I mean, that you can use, and just follow through and go to some of these sites. I think some of these sites may not even exist no more on them. It's not that many. But there's a couple sites that are relevant, a couple sites that aren't relevant. However, create a profile for all of them. Create a profile for all of them and follow the guidelines and do what you need to do. All right. Now, also, while I'm speaking about that, something else that I'm reminded of is when we do drop the Music Millionaires website, you will and we will be promoting and creating backlinks. We have a software that was developed just for us that will send your backlink. So once you join, you can say, hey guys, I need you guys to send backlinks or have websites backlink my website to create more relevance, and to also allow the Google search engines again to find that your information is relevant. And we'll do that, of course, 100% free. We'll do it one time for you, because I know it's going to be a ton of you guys sign up, but we'll do it at least one time for you and create backlinks, do web analytics, all the things that are important to marketing your music and marketing your business. We're going to be helping you. And I told you we're dedicated to making sure you're successful, because all I want you guys to say is, hey, thank the Peacemakers, thank SG for helping me out. So I'm going to be promoting that. Before I start talking about the Hack My Beat Challenge and who's moved on, I'm going to open up the floor for some questions and answers. You know what I mean? And you guys just let us know what questions you have. and we'll do that in a couple minutes, okay? But if you have questions, make sure you post them in the chat, and we'll go with it from there. And then I'll do the best I can to answer your questions from what we've talked about so far. All right, now if you don't have questions, that's fine. We can move right on into the Hack My Beat challenge and updating who's moved on. All right, guys. So, all right, so here we are. I'm going to share my screen. I should be able to share my screen to you guys. Let's see, video, the window capture. I think it's window capture too. I think. Yep, that's it right there. All right, guys. So you're going to hear me, and you're going to see my screen right now. Oh. Oh, now the intro wants to play. Technology, man, technology. Anyway, so here we have on the Hack My Beat playlist number 2. We're going to start from number 2 first. Let's see what we have here. All right. So looking at the Hack My Beat challenge right now, number 6, the Peacemaker Project, has 150 streams. Let's see how many likes. He got 12 likes, 3 reshares. All right, and we'll give the names out to who the Peacemaker Project is. Number 1 on the second Hack My Beat list is Mixdown. And so Mixdown has 192 streams, 24 likes, 1 retweet or replay, and 2 comments, and that's dope. Okay, so that is Zacharias HB, and if I'm not mistaken, Zacharias is a South Carolina native. So congratulations on Zacharias HB for definitely making it. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to, let's see if I can find my, oh, I might have changed it. That was part 2. So part 1, we have DJ Schoolie Sliding. All right, guys. So DJ Schoolie Sliding is number 1 actually, as far as the playlist, and then you have Zacharias HB. Let's see if we can listen to some of this. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but let me see if we can listen to some of this music. And I'm gonna cut my mic off real quick and guys. So on the back end of that, that was pretty dope, man. You know what I mean? Right now we're playing Belifwa, and I'm just right now I'm going to the guys who have the highest plays, and I'm just checking them out. This is Belifwa from the Beat Submission that had my beat challenge. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, make sure you thumbs up the channel.
The God Teo Skrilla.
Guys got some real dope beats, man, really. So for you guys just chiming in, we are listening to all of the submissions from the Hack My Beat Challenge, and we've already chose the top 3 who made it to the next level of the challenge. And we're just going through right now. Listen, stay tuned.
Crown the King Beats.
All right, man. Look, guys. Hands down, all the tracks are dope. I wish we could have went through and played everybody's music in its entirety. Um, all the tracks dope. I mean, literally dope. Matter of fact, I think with you guys' permission, if you're cool, you know what I mean, y'all let me know. I think I want to put out maybe um, a mixtape. Let's make this available to some songwriters. And matter of fact, let's make all of this music available to everybody who looks for us to do a music placement. How about that? How about everybody's going to win on this one? However, the top three, I got something special for you guys. So the top three who had the most plays and likes got something very special for you. I told you before. Now it's on us. So we got you. Okay. Um, if you sent me over your tracks, you have no problem. We already have a copy of it in our drive. But if your tracks were on SoundCloud only and they're not made available for download, make sure you send me over a MP3 version that we can download for the top three guys. Matter of fact, everybody send me over, if you haven't already sent me a copy of the download, send me over a downloadable copy. We're going to make it available, the entire playlist available for inclusion on possibly some movies, TV, or whoever we have opportunity to work with, which my email, I get tons of requests for music. That does not necessarily mean now you're going to get the placement. However, or we can do our job. But if your music is selected, for everybody who sent music on this Hack My Beat challenge and who made it to the top, I think uh, 14, 13, we're going to make your music available to be placed into a TV or movie, or someone that's looking for music that your music may fit what they're looking for, that genre that they're looking for. So congratulations on everybody for that. But I want to congratulate Zacharias, HB. Wow, let me make sure because I don't want to mix down. Who did the mix down? Yeah, Zachariah, HB, um, Peacemakers Project. Who was that? Okay. We'll find out who did the Peacemakers Project because the guys never uploaded the damn information. Team, you got to get better. All right. And who's the last person? I think it was. Who was it? Who was it? Where is it at? Where is it at? Come on, guys. It was on. This one wasn't. DJ Schoolie. So DJ Schoolie, Zacharias HB, and the producer over the Peacemakers Project. You guys are going to be three guys that we're working with um, for the next level of this whole Hack My Beat challenge. And for all you guys who didn't make it, again, you did make it because we're going to be submitting your music for TV and film placements when we have opportunities, which is constantly happening. So once that happens, if your music is chosen, basically from that point we'll get the business side together and we'll be sending you over release forms and things of that nature, authorizing us to be able to place your music, and we'll negotiate some other things on the back end. Everything will be good. Don't worry about the negotiating process. We're never hurting you guys. All right. But congratulations to everybody. But congratulations to you three guys who made it. And this is not going to be the last Hack My Beat challenge. We're getting ready to do another Hack My Beat challenge. So if you did not have opportunity to submit your music, and or your music was not put in the top 13 or top 15, I think it's 13 that we did, or if you didn't make the top three in this next level of what we're going to be doing, you got another opportunity and chance to do so. All right. So big ups to everybody who made it, and congratulations. Now, with that being said, I promised you guys that I was going to send you over the link. I think, yeah, the link to. Here we go. Send you over the link to the social media tactic plan, and I'm going to put it in super chats. All right, so you guys can have it there. Greg, well, before I do this, okay. So before we get into this, real big, let me get some shout outs to people that just came into the chat. Greg Rawls, big ups to Greg Rawls coming out of Flint, Michigan. Appreciate you guys in the channel. Mims Beat, yes, I did get your email. I did read it. Thank you. And we'll be on that as soon as possible. And Greg Rawls asks, just curious, were y'all only looking for trap style? I didn't even know you guys used the word y'all in Michigan. I thought everything was like proper. Anyway, man, um, were y'all looking for trap style beats because that's what it sounds like? And yes, they are good. No, we never set a criteria to the beats on the music. We asked producers just to submit, so there was no type of genre of music that we was looking for. We just fortunately had a lot of people who do trap music, sounds like, and is very talented at it. I was hoping we got more orchestrated music like what Spadazzo 100 used, which is his music is very good for film and TV placements, but we didn't suggest or request only trap type beats. But good question, Greg Ross, and thank you for asking. And again, because I see your other question, no, there is no set genre of music that we're looking for. No, we're looking for everything. If you do rock and roll, pop, EDM, um, hybrid, whatever, we're looking for it. Okay, guys. So big ups. Let me. I think this is the link. Okay, so I just put inside of the chat the social media tactic plan for you guys to download. Please download it, go over it, look at it, follow through everything there is, and don't forget everything that I told you guys about what you need to be doing. So that is inside of the chat right now. So guys, have at it. Um, Take advantage of it. And for the next couple seconds, I know we're on a delay here. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask, because other than that, um, YouTube will limit this video once it's replayed to only an hour. I think 59 minutes and 59 seconds is some new stuff they came up with before. It used to play it, allow the whole thing to be available. But we will start editing these videos um, so that they can be viewed by everybody and that there is no gaps in between. However, if you do have, let me shut this stuff down because I look like I'm getting the feedback from somewhere. However, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat room. I'll do my best to answer it while we are still live. And again, guys, please forgive me for us not putting out as many videos as we normally put out. We did a 30-day challenge. I think it was last month or the month before last, where I was pushing myself to put out video after video after video after video. And so now we're a little bit, we slowed down on that. But again, so much has happened. I went on a 3-day vacation, which isn't nothing. I went fishing and shrimping because that's my passion. And then had some death on my wife's side, and then death in the team. So it pushes us back a little bit for us, things that we can do, and then um, some more death um, for some family members that are in the music industry with me, and it's just been a bad situation. So forgive us for the lack of videos, and we're also moving our studio, of course. So this setup right now is just that, it's temporary setup, so that we can go back and start pre-recording videos and start pushing out things, as well as we're recording videos for the Music Millionaires website. But let me ask you guys, what do you think? Because we're not completely done with the videos we want to have available for you guys. Do you think we should go ahead and allow you guys to start registering and becoming members, or do you think we should wait? Because here's what we're going to do anyway. We're going to release videos pretty much every week for you guys that'll be made available to only Music Millionaires members. So regardless, we're going to be releasing new material. It won't be like you become a member of the website and what you see there is all you'll get. No, we're going to be constantly putting out information, and then we'll have some specialty products, for you guys that are looking to go XXL and all those other things, or maybe doing a one-on-one consultation with me. All right, but what do you guys think? Should we? Thank you, BK Bangers. Should we? Should we make the website available for you guys sometime this week? Should we do like a grand opening and you guys can start chiming in? What do you think? Let me know. Thank you guys for the comments and the condolences. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. And I'll make sure that I pass it on to my wife first and foremost, um, and who lost some family, and then I'll let the rest of my family know that you guys have given your condolences. But thank you. Um, However, let me guys please tell me what you think that we should be doing, and I'll wait. And while I wait, Tell you what, guys, I'm gonna put in the link as well. I'm gonna put it inside of the description. Uh, that Google document for those people who are watching this later. Is that did I send you the? But did I send you guys the right document? Is it like? Let me see something. Because it says edit. Okay, I see you guys all chiming in there. Okay, so I sent you the right one, I think. Okay, and forgive me, guys. I am right now. I am in computer mode. This is what I look like when I'm in computer mode. You see this fate. All right. Mims Beats say, okay, everybody say get it popping ASAP. All right. Okay. And if I gave you the wrong link, I'm putting the link, I just put the link back inside of the chat um, so that you guys can have access to that document. Please, again, use it, utilize it. Everything I give you guys is for a purpose, it's for a reason, and it works. Okay. So make sure you utilize it. And so, with that said, I will be, if you have not, make sure you guys go here, go look in the description. Matter of fact, let me just grab it. I can't stand YouTube's description box once you put it in there. If you have not, go here to the free download. Make sure you put your email address in and get the $100 gift that was given away. It may still be available, it may not be. So I'm not saying it is from the promotion company we're working with. But make sure you put your email address in there and sign up so that way when we do go live, you guys will be notified that we went live and you'll have access and availability to the website as soon as possible. And again, remember, for all you guys who do sign up for the website, we're going to be working with you hands on. Trust me, everybody who's ever dealt with me knows what I'm saying is true. I work with you hands on, make sure we don't just leave you out there. And then for those who get the upgraded package with the consultation, of course, you'll be able to talk to me live, chop it up, call the house, get it in. But I appreciate you guys so much, man. I really mean that. And as always, I want to always say to you guys that we as producers and creators, we have a unique ability to touch people, and music controls people's empathy. It controls people's feelings. We can make people happy. We can make them sad. I want you guys to recognize the power that you have. So not only is this about the music business, we're going to take this to a whole nother level at some point in time, so I can start explaining to you something that I've already been saying to you guys, the power of music and how you guys control people's emotions, their mindset, their mind state, and how music plays a part in that. And I want you guys to think about that as well for the Music Millionaires website when you're submitting music for inclusion in films and TV and songs. I want you to think about when we send you these opportunities, okay, what music you want to submit to these opportunities and what these people, our vendors, are looking for. Okay, that plays a very important part. So pay close attention to that. And full disclosure again, um, we will, for each member, you will get so many opportunities to submit throughout a year. So make sure that you submit your best material. Also, if you have submitted music and it is not chosen, it will not take away from your ability to submit music further on. It'll be explained in the website. However, I want you guys to really hone in on your craft, really take your time when we send you these submissions, and also start building out your catalog. Build out a catalog now. That way you're not sending music at the last minute, or trying to build out a track at the last minute to fit a particular type of opportunity or film or TV. All right, I've told you that this guys before in other videos, to make sure you have a catalog that is vast, so you can just go right to the catalog, submit your music, and get it done, because time is always of essence. And just because they are submitting music to us does not mean they're not submitting to other people, and that they're definitely going to use the peacemakers for their stuff. That's not how it works. So the sooner we can get music into TV, film, and get it placed, or into these music supervisors' hands or these A&R's hands, the more chances we have of getting the placement. So make sure you guys start banging out your catalogs right now. Build your catalog up. Start watching movies. Start watching TV shows, the Luke Cages and the Man versus Fire and Food and all this stuff that their series on. They're constantly looking for music, and the more music placements you have in TV and film, the larger your check becomes when you get those royalty checks. Okay, so start start now, guys. I'm telling you right now, start now, especially for all you guys who are going to be signing up to the website to become Music Millionaire members and a part of the team. Start doing it now. That's my final warning. I'm telling you, you want to have your stuff together, man. So with that being said, and all that I've said being said, I appreciate you guys chiming in. Thank you so much for being active community members and peacemakers, man. Being real peacemakers, and appreciate all the positive energy that you guys put in. And in my heart of hearts, I know, man, you guys are hands down the bomb, and y'all the shit. You know what I mean? I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not just stroking you. And I appreciate your energy. And remember, guys, as always, what do I normally say, BK Banger? Music is life. We out.